Have you ever woken up after what seemed like a full night's rest, 7, maybe 8 hours of deep sleep, and still felt as if you had run a silent marathon? Your body heavy, your mind restless, a strange emptiness in your energy, as though you didn't return from rest but from some hidden battlefield. Oh, if this has happened to you, know this. It is not a small problem. It is a global trap, a puzzle wrapped in mystery. Something as ordinary as sleep, our most natural need, has become one of the most misunderstood forces of our lives. We were taught to believe sleep is simply rest, empty rest. The body shuts down, the mind relaxes, we heal. But if that were the whole truth, why are millions of people across the world opening their eyes every morning more tired than the night before? If 8 hours are enough, then why do so many carry fatigue, brain fog, and unease into the next day? The answer is not only about time, it lies in depth, in that strange secret descent of consciousness that happens every night. Because when we sleep, our body lies still, but our mind does not. It continues to move, to wander, to experience realms that science has only begun to scratch the surface of, and that is the real reason behind your morning exhaustion. In this video, we will uncover why you wake up drained despite sleeping long hours, the spiritual and mental mysteries behind it, and how you can escape this invisible trap by awakening your consciousness within sleep itself. This is not just science. This is about energy. This is about soul. And once you understand it, your next morning may never feel the same again. Ancient wisdom on the secret of sleep in India's ancient traditions. Sleep was never reduced to a just rest. It was seen as a subtle doorway, a passage that leads the inner self from the outer world into hidden dimensions. The Upanishads describe 3 fundamental states: Jagrat, the waking state; Swapna, the dream state; and Sushupti, deep sleep. Jagrat is where you and I live right now, this waking reality. Swapna is where the mind creates its own stage, filled with dreams. But Sushupti is something entirely different. The body is calm, the mind is quiet, yet the soul is awake. The Mandukya Upanishad reveals that in this state the soul touches Brahman, the absolute reality. This means that in deep sleep, consciousness disconnects from the noise of the world and rests in the source of ultimate peace. Compare this with today's view. Modern life reduces sleep to a brain reset, just a physical need, a relaxation of the nervous system. The spiritual depth is ignored. The subtle doorway is forgotten, but the sages knew better. For them, sleep could be a sadhana, a spiritual practice. Take Yoga Nidra, the ancient tantric discipline. Here the body rests, but awareness remains intact. The practitioner lies in deep stillness, watching the mind and body without falling unconscious. The result? The body repairs, but consciousness gains clarity. Modern science has finally begun to notice. Research shows Yoga Nidra practitioners report more energy, focus, and mental freshness than those who simply sleep. Even the Bhagavad Gita hints at this higher understanding. Krishna tells Arjuna, "What is night for all beings is the time of waking for the self-controlled, and the time of waking for all beings is night for the introspective sage." This is not just poetry, it is a signal. Waking and sleeping are not just biological, they are states of consciousness. Yes. But today, most of us go to bed drowning in noise, stress, screens, endless scrolling, and unresolved emotions. Our sleep has become a battlefield, not a sanctuary, where once it gave energy, today it steals energy. Why? Because we lost the reverence for what sleep truly is. It is time to reclaim it. Why 8 hours still feels heavy? So let's get to the key question. Even after sleeping enough, why do you feel drained? The secret is this: your body rests at night, but your consciousness does not. Science tells us about 2 main categories of sleep, in REM and REM. REM, or rapid eye movement sleep, is where dreams happen. During this time, your visual cortex lights up, your emotional centers become highly active. The mind creates entire worlds of experience. Think about it. Your body is lying in bed, but inside your head, an entire movie is running. And this is not a harmless show. It consumes energy. Each dream, whether strange or frightening, drains the mental field, because dreams are not just imagination, they are experiences. Sometimes they even cross boundaries, connecting us to unseen realms, hidden forces, or fragments of our own past and future. Consciousness moves constantly, entangled in these currents. Now ask yourself, if running around all day leaves your body tired, wouldn't running around all night leave your consciousness exhausted? That is the fatigue you feel when you wake up. The body rested, but the consciousness spent all night wandering. And remember, in today's world, our minds are already restless when awake. We sleep while staring at glowing screens with half-finished thoughts and unresolved stress. The result? Our dreams are not healing. They are draining. They are draining, which is why 8 hours of a rest does not restore us. We have put the body to sleep, but left the consciousness restless. And when the soul runs all night, you wake up tired at the deepest level. The hidden drain of energy now comes a deeper, rarely spoken truth. During sleep, your energy can leak. In ancient Tantra, it is said every human is surrounded by an energy field, the aura. This field protects us, sustains us, keeps negative forces at bay. But during sleep, especially when the mind is clouded by stress or fear, this aura can weaken. What happens then? A subtle leak of life force. A drainage that can leave you waking up feeling as if something has been stolen. Some texts even describe this as a theft of consciousness. Think about it. Why is it that certain dreams linger all day? Some nightmares feel like they robbed us, not just disturbed us. Because something was indeed lost, not just emotions, but energy. This is why ancient masters insisted sleep is not only physical, it is an energetic transaction. How to transform sleep into a source of power? Now the question is, can we stop this leakage? Can we keep consciousness awake even in sleep? The answer is yes, but it requires practice. Through meditation, yoga, and inner discipline, you can learn to maintain awareness as the body rests. This allows you not only to avoid energy loss, but to actually gain energy overnight. So how can you begin? But not with complicated rituals, with small practical shifts. Prepare for sleep as if it were a sacred practice, a sadhana. Here are some simple but powerful steps. Digital detox before bed at least 30 minutes before sleeping. Step away from screens. The blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still day. Your body may sleep, but your consciousness won't reach depth. Breath awareness. Lie down and focus on your breath for just 5 minutes. Deep inhale, slow exhale. This alone calms the wandering mind and turns awareness inward. Emotional release before sleeping. Recall the events of your day. Acknowledge them, and then gently let them go. Tell yourself, what is done is done. I am free. This unclutters the subconscious. Yoga Nidra or night meditation. Even 10 minutes of Yoga Nidra can change your night. Guided practices are everywhere, but choose simple ones that draw energy inward. Positive self-suggestion right before sleep. Whisper to yourself, "Oh, my consciousness is safe. I will wake up energized." These words plant seeds that protect your energy. Clean sleeping space. Your environment matters. Keep your room organized. If possible, light incense, camphor, or cloves. Subtle vibrations shift the energy of the space. Intention setting. Set a clear inner intention. I am entering deep, healing, and energizing sleep. The mind obeys the directions you give it. Do these consistently, and you'll notice the shift. The morning won't feel heavy. Your body will feel light. Your consciousness will feel clear. Sleep will no longer be a burden, but a renewal. The final awakening. Now you understand. Sleep is not merely about rest. It is a mysterious journey, a nightly descent into the layers of consciousness, a place where the mind stops and the soul speaks in silence. But modern life has trapped us in shallow patterns. Screens, stress, noise. We sleep, but do not wake up. The truth is, the quality of your sleep matters more than the quantity. 8 hours of restless, wandering consciousness will leave you broken. But even fewer hours of deep conscious rest can leave you empowered. And the good news, you can change it. With awareness, with intention, with practice, you can break this cycle. So ask yourself, will you return to the same tired mornings? Or will you claim back your nights as sacred ground, where you recharge not only body but soul? If you've stayed with me till now, write in the comments. And now I'm really awake. Now I have truly awakened. And remember, every night when you close your eyes, you are not just going to sleep. You are walking into a secret doorway, a doorway where you can either lose energy or be reborn. The choice is yours. Stay tuned, because in the next video, we will go even deeper into hidden truths that can reshape your life forever. Thank you.